How's it going, everybody? According to Google, 9/11, the synopsis. On the morning of September 11, 2001, 19 Al Qaeda terrorists hijacked four commercial passenger jet airlines, intentionally crashing two into the World Trade Center in New York City. The hijackers crashed a third airliner into the Pentagon. The fourth plane crashed into a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. I've been thinking about what to really say about this. I'm gonna give a thing of silence for a moment. Okay. Okay, so I have a small thought. It's very small, but I do want people to just understand this. Um, it's okay to live in a dual life, and I don't mean like dual as in double, but I do mean like, especially as a Christian, that we should consider our neighbor, and not just our neighbor in our own country, but neighbor from abroad. I do want to mention that there are many of our siblings, our spiritual siblings, in Christ, that are dealing with stuff throughout the world. Um, I don't mean to take away the significance for today, but I do want us to acknowledge that many of people are enduring some form of this remembrance today. I can't say what day. I would just definitely say for whatever country you find, do your research and see. And if you have a country you're fond of, maybe for Japan it's Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and it's probably like their own thing. Maybe it was the trash can bombings for that cult religion. Who knows? I can't say for certain, but everybody has a tragic scene that they've had from people that they would call terrorists from their eyes, from their country's eyes, from their nationalist point of view. So I want to not just to demean or not make sacred this day is culturally sacred for us Americans because it showed us that despite being a superpower, we can still be attacked. That is, we're not invincible. That is, it's a scary thought. And even that Boston bomber, marathon bomber, scary thought that stuff like that can happen. Shootings, gang violence. It's a scary thought that we're not safe. And it's a scary thought in Afghanistan that they're not safe. That extremists are out here are going to be telling people what to do, and the women and children. And they said, "Hey, give us your a list of all the unmarried mothers and daughters and children. I mean, or I think it's just mothers, and I think it's just daughters. I don't know, unmarried, pretty much unmarried women. And I just think it's a terrible thing, because I'm trying to consider the world, and it's at the same time right now. It's I don't mean to again desacredize or not make sacred today because it's important to remember when we go through stuff. It's okay to say this day is sacred for our country. Um, it's okay to pay respects. It's okay to remember that today it's a day of remembrance. People lost their families, people lost their husbands and wives, and even on the planes, there were family members and stuff, and maybe someone would just many of them were saying, "Hey, I have to say goodbye because my time is short. I'm in this plane, and we know there's no chance of survival. So it's just I can't imagine what that's like, and I guess I just want to say, take your time to grieve. I couldn't really understand what y'all are going through right now, so I just say take your time.